Two Kaizer Chiefs players in trouble with the law. Or are they? Hello and welcome to Cocination Fan TV. I am Pelo, I am your host, and this is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs Amakhosi Football Club. So today we are talking about the problem and the threats that have been made by agent Kapule Modi and what it actually means. Does this actually mean he will succeed? And we are going to dive in deep and look at what the law says. So, in case you don't know what's going on with Pule Modi signed for Kaizer Chiefs. Everyone knows that. But what happened before that is this. Pule Modi had an agent. His name is called Solomon Siobe, right? That's his name. So, contract Solomon Siobe with Pule Modi was set to expire on the 30th of June. Right, so you're tracking with me. So his contract with Pule Modi was set to expire on the same date that Pule Modi's contract was set to expire with Golden Arrows. As such, that means he was representing Pule Modi before he came to Chiefs. Now, officially, Pule Modi signed a contract with the Kaizer Chiefs on the 1st of July. But unofficially, we know that the deal happened before the 1st of July. What does this mean? That means any deal that happened before the 30th of June must involve Solomon Siobe, which makes Solomon Siobe get pissed to Guti. He did not get the piece of the cake. The piece of the cake being the amount of money that was involved with Kaizer Chiefs acquiring the services of Pule Modi. You are tracking with me, right? Because here's the thing. Pule Modi, you remember when this guy was asked by Radio 2000, he said that he was fine with Pule Modi, there were no hard feelings, blah blah blah. But now when he was talking to Isolezwe, he got pissed by the fact that he found out Ugutu Pule Modi was now with another agent. His name is Aksu Covenant, if I'm not mistaken. So now that's the thing that annoys Solomon Siobe Uguti. Pule Modi was having someone else represent him in the negotiations. As such, he's saying he's going to take Pule Modi to court because he basically did not involve him in a contract while they were still in a contract. So now that means he can have a legal basis ukuthi athathe Pule Modi amsejele because basically he did not involve him in the money that he was due. That's what he's saying. On the other hand, the new agent Pule Modi is saying, no, my client does not have to pay you anything and it does not have to give you anything because the deal that we signed with Kaizer Chiefs was signed on the 1st of July, which is after the contract Pule Modi and the former agent had expired, which basically means then Pule Modi did everything correct. Because even if they were to say, oh, but the negotiations with Kaizer Chiefs happened before the 30th of June, which means I must have been involved, Pule Modi can always say, no, but there was nothing that was agreed. The formal deal was signed and sealed on the 1st of July. Even if there was a verbal agreement that he had with Kaizer Chiefs, which is the one that we were told by the media, which happened before the 30th of June, still, if you say a verbal agreement is enforceable or you can enforce it, is legally binding, the problem is you cannot prove Uguti this thing was said unless you have a recording. Uguti, this is what was said, this is what we agreed on. Because if you go according to memory, it doesn't work like that with the law. So Pule Modi is kind of in a clear. I don't think it's the same with the next player that we're about to talk about. But before we do that, please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. By the way, I do comparisons in the videos. Uguti, if I ask you to subscribe and I take time, you guys subscribe and you like the video. So that's why I'm taking my time. It helps me to reach more people like you, and it also just makes me feel good about myself. Anyways, the other person is obviously Ranga Chibabiro. So, Uranga, here's what's happening with him. We know this. He had a contract with Marumo Gallants that was expiring in June, on the 30th of June. But Marumo Gallants had an option of an additional year to extend, which they triggered. But before they triggered that, he had already signed a pre-contract with Richards Bay. Now we've already established ukuthi vele since option to extend is included in an already existing contract, that basically means option to extend takes precedent, which means any other contract that might be signed after that is basically null and void because there's already a pre-existing contract. So the other contract cannot then nullify the contract that was already there. As such, Marumo Gallants had Uranga is Marumo Gallants' player. But the thing is here, yes, the Chiefs paid 5 million. We had Gucci Chiefs paid 5 million to get the player from Marumo Gallants. The problem is here. According to the law, with PSL, no, with FIFA as well, a player cannot have two contracts with two different teams at the same time. Yes, Richards Bay are saying if there is proof Yoguti there was a pre-contract, not a pre-contract, but an option of a year to extend, then we're going to leave the Chiefs alone. Then we're going to leave Marumo Gallants alone because there is proof Yoguti there was an option to extend. And as we know, option to extend takes precedent. But still, Uranga can still be in trouble with Richards Bay if they say, hey, Wena, you signed two contracts with two different teams and that's not legal. You cannot do that. And I know it was a pre-contract, but still the pre-contract scenario, there is a signing that has to be done as well. So if that happens, then Uranga Chibabiro will be in trouble with the PSL. Asazi ukuthi what's going to happen with him because with the Chiefs at least we know the team is in the clear, but he himself may not be in that same situation, which might lead to him. Hopefully, I hope if he's found guilty, I hope the only thing that happens to him is that he can just end up paying the money because we cannot afford to lose him if maybe he gets suspended for a month. I don't know why they would do that. I don't know. Yeah, so those are the two players who have a problem, but we're not done because we still have to talk about, obviously, another thing, because right now we're happy with Kaizer Chiefs. They've been doing things very well. They've been signing players left, right, and center. But I saw something that made me go, you know what? Chiefs, Yagmangaza nayo. Sekhukhune United, a team that we've talked about a lot. Uguti, whoever owns Sekhukhune United, I should actually look him up after the video. Uguti, whoever owns Sekhukhune United, unenye ambition. They have such a great ambition for the team, signing the players that were traditionally linked with the Chiefs and Pirates and Sundowns, and also now getting women's team. I know Badlali Africa, but still, there's a level of ambition that is making them to get things done as quickly as possible. What they've also now done is they've gone out and they've gotten probably one of the best strikers of the PSL era, which is Collins Mbesuma. And Mbesuma bamtolile to be what? To be their striker coach. And now, Chiefs, yes, they go to Ranga, who's been scoring goals in the previous season. But we still have other strikers who are not like Uranga, because Uranga, yes, he was prolific in the previous season. But we still have Oduba, we still have Okele, because it doesn't seem like they're releasing him. We have Abo Dupri, Abakecha, Nabo, Nomabekora sometimes, but Bakecha for the most part. And the Chiefs does not have a striker coach. I really hope, Uguti, they still have a surprise. Maybe they are going to Sanum Teto or Aupas, and then they are going to say, Vra! Basnige is a striker coach, because we need that. Lente Oguti as a striker coach and Askaga Bina is a defensive midfielder. Those are the two things that still worry me with regards to Kaizer Chiefs. So I do hope Uguti Chiefs can go out there and sort those things out. What do you think about the situation Garanga, situation Kapule Modi, and who do you think needs to be added in the technical team of Kaizer Chiefs? Let me know down on the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, remember, equals Alpelumoy.